Hello?
Hey girl.
Hey guys, welcome back to the 415. It's your girls, Miss B and
What
Keita.
up, y'all? What up?
Hope y'all doing alright. Um, you know, we don't really ask y'all how y'all doing because you can't respond, but you can leave us a note on Instagram or on our Gmail.
How you
So how you
how you
doing?
doing?
How you doing?
Hmm.
Keita, how you doing? We don't ask each other how we doing on the
Well
podcast.
shoot, today I've been chilling all day in the bed watching Luke Cage season 2. Mm. Yes. That man is gorgeous.
Mm-mm-mm.
And the Bushmaster. Wagwan.
Mm-mm-mm.
What they say, Wagwan?
I'm done with you. Oh my gosh, she swears she Jamaican right now.
I know,
I'm
right?
done with her.
That's But how you
Mm-mm-mm.
doing though? How was your day?
Wait a minute. Did I just get a what without me having to ask her to ask me how to? Oh, this goes down in history
It's called
or
it's called
herstory.
growth.
Wow. Yeah, let me clap that up. Yes, I am actually doing really well. This was a great weekend for me. I worked from home on Friday, and Saturday was a good day, and today was a good day. I mean, like, what's up? I ain't got no time to sit here and stress no more because if I can't control it, I ain't gonna do nothing with it. I don't know why it took me this long to get it, but I get it now. Because sister out here smiling. If y'all follow me on Instagram, two snaps, let's work. You know that I be out here dancing at home, just doing videos of me just dancing, just having a good old time, just showcasing my happy. Because you should not be looking outward for other people to give you happiness. You should have that inner joy. So,
That is
yeah, guys,
so true.
be happy, be true to yourself, believe in you. Yeah, yeah. So, last week on episode
20?
20, wow, I ain't your
Girl, we
bank.
21 today. We 21 today. We could
Ah,
get a
we
drink.
grown.
We could get a
We
drink.
grown.
Yeah.
Episode 21. Episode 21.
Hey. Hey.
Get a drink. Get a drink. Get a
Hey.
drink. The 415. What kind of drink do you want?
Mmm.
Anything sweet?
All right. Can I get a fruity drink, please?
Yes. Can I get that cute drink?
Extra fruit, lot of ice.
Yeah. So yeah, I ain't your bank last week. It was just me going in on people, always asking me for money, always counting my monies, counting my pockets. It's rude, you know. Um, if you're not gonna fix yourself, don't come over here trying to fix my pockets. So yeah, I ain't your bank. Don't ask me for no money, because I ain't giving no money. Bye. Episode 21. Love? Are we talking about love this week? What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Love.
E. Mm-hmm.
Love. Hey. Love. Man. Oh, sorry.
Here
I
she
wanted to
go.
break out. I tried to stop it, but I can't. Y'all should know that by now.
Yeah, we should have been musicians.
Should have been.
But this actually came about because we watched that new series on OWN called Love Is underscore. That's a really good show. If you guys haven't watched it, it's like the love story of Mara Brock Akil and Salim Akil. The guys, the duo, the couple who created shows like Being Mary Jane and The Game, back on BET Network, but they have since moved to the OWN network. But yeah, it was a really, really, really good watch for me. It just it birthed a lot of thoughts, which is why we were talking about LOVE.
Yes. Let's talk about that.
So what's the show? Should we talk about the show or should we let them go watch it?
I mean, you can give them a synopsis.
Okay. So you want to go? You want to go with it?
From my point of view, it's a struggling artist, writer, male. Well, they're both struggling when they first meet.
Mm-hmm.
One then becomes, successful in their career. They meet at they meet at one time in their life, and then a year later comes and they meet each other again. It's like, oh yeah, I remember you. Oh, how you doing? Oh, okay. Well, here's my number. And it's kind of like the Disney movie love story in the beginning. I don't know how the rest of the show is going to take off, but for what I see in the beginning, it's like somebody like Cinderella meets Prince, type stuff. Love at first sight.
Mm-hmm.
It's how I see it. I didn't want to give too
Yeah.
much away on this movie. I mean, on this show.
Yeah. Yeah. The guy, he is all about his craft. Like he uprooted himself from I forget where he lived in Oakland, maybe. I think it was Oakland, and moved to LA to go after his dreams. She left Kansas, I believe, to go to LA to go after her dreams.
Mm-hmm.
She makes it bigger, from my point of view, she makes it bigger and is like one of the biggest writers, I guess, on one of the hit shows. And he's just still struggling. He's in a relationship, a dying relationship, and he meets this girl. Funny way he meets the girl is through his, I guess, his best friend at the time or homeboy, whatever. And the homeboy would always go to this cafe and would see the girl. So his homeboy invites him to the cafe to be like, yeah, man, I want you to see this girl, man. I want you to see this girl, man. So the girl walks in, walks past him, and the guy's just like, dude, she just walked past you. So the homeboy didn't even have, like, he didn't know her. He didn't know her at all. So that gave the dude, the struggling writer, time to actually go and get to know the girl. This was the first encounter. So all of that. And he introduced himself. And like Keita said, a year later they meet again. So it went nowhere,
Right.
which is crazy. Like how, like LA is probably just as big as New York City or whatever, or New
Mm-hmm.
York, whatever. And in a year you run into the person again,
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy. Around the same way, that's yeah. So it's just like meant to be in a way, I guess. But it's a good show so far. Like for a first episode, I thought that was pretty good. And I like how they go back to like the older
Mm-hmm.
them, where they're telling their story. So that's cool. But yeah, we wanted to talk about love. Keita, how do you define love?
Hmm. Selflessness.
Mhm.
You got to be willing to be vulnerable with that person.
Mm. Mhm.
Giving your all to that person. I mean, and not in a way of without having motives.
Mm.
Like when it's real when you can feel it in your core and
Hmm.
from the pit. Like I said, if you are really this person is really the one I want to love and be with for the rest of my life.
Hmm.
But it's a lot of work though. But love, it's it's complicated. To be honest with you, very
Mhm.
complicated. I mean, in my eyes, because
Yeah.
once you, because sometimes you may feel like you would love this person or you want to give your all to this person and that other person is not in the same space and it kind of
Mhm.
mess you up.
Right.
So
That's your take.
a little bit of it. I
Yeah.
have a little bit more to
Hmm.
say by the by the end of this episode.
For me, I'd have to say like super deep, strong feelings towards somebody. Going all out of your way to make sure that they're good, taking care of that person. Um, putting them before you put yourself. Yeah. So, what's the dictionary say about love? The funny thing is, love is a noun and a verb.
Hmm.
That is like the English language is pretty cool because you have one word that can mean so many different things. So the noun love is an intense feeling of deep affection.
Hmm.
Synonyms like tenderness, warmth, intimacy, attachment, endearment, and also a person or thing that one loves.
Right.
So it's two things as a noun. As a verb, feel a deep romantic or sexual attachment to someone. You adore them. You idolize. You're devoted.
Hmm.
That's deep. That's deep. A noun and a verb. Two definitions on a noun. My love, or I love you, or verb, what you show.
Right.
Crazy. So, how do we want to take this? Let's talk about family, I guess. From what you see, I think before we go into family, let's talk about like these movies. I think a lot of people really don't understand what love is because of all these movies like, what's love is it what's love got to do with it?
Tina Turner?
Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
one and what's the one with oh man, what's his name? Is Nia Long in it? Yeah, Nia Long's in it. Um, with Lorenz Tate,
Love Jones.
Love Jones, right? And then you got Love Don't Cost a Thing, the one with Christina Milian and Nick
No,
Cannon or
no,
whatever.
no. Nia Long wasn't in Love Jones. That was Jada Pink. No, no, I'm wrong. You right. I'm thinking about something else. Don't take my black card, people. Sorry.
Yeah, so you see like love being, I don't know, portrayed in so many different
Oh,
ways.
and let's don't forget about the one movie.
Which
Just
one?
right, girl. Just right. You know, it's like my favorite
Ooh,
one.
what about Love and
It's
Basketball?
like, oh my god.
Ooh,
Just right had me crying. You know how I get every time I see Just Right. I think I'm a little
yeah,
Queen Latifah anyway. I'd be like,
yeah, that's your twin.
I'd be
That's your
like,
what they call it? Your doppelganger? Yeah.
I'd be like, look at Queen. Why he do you like that, Queen?
And end up with her.
Right.
Boop. But like oftentimes what we see, in these movies is what we believe love to be. Well, in this movie, he did this and did that, and she got that. Well, if I do what she did, then I'm gonna get that too, right?
Right.
Wrong.
Forgetting it's scripted.
Yeah, super scripted. It's just crazy how it's like love is thrown around like so loosely that I don't even think half these people on Earth actually know what it is or know how to show it. Which is why I think there's a lot of like failed relationships out here. Uh, can't wait till we have this relationship panel coming up sometime this
So
summer.
if you want to get on,
But
please let us know.
yeah, we need some guys. We need single guys, divorced guys. We need, any even like if you're a widow or widower, yeah. But yeah, we want different male perspectives, female as well. But yeah, I think watching these movies it just kind of messes people up with the thought of how a relationship should be, and what love really is. Like if you go back to kids, a lot of families, didn't have mom and dad. They weren't married. And not all parents showed love to their kids, meaning hugs, kisses, how was your day, that kind of stuff. I love you when you leave, you go to school, you go to work, whatever. That those words aren't always exchanged in households these days. What was your experience?
Um, I had well, I grew up in the house with my mom and grandmother.
Mhm.
So I got my love there, but because my
Mhm.
dad wasn't in my life,
Right.
and I would see him once every couple years or something like that.
Mhm.
It really affected the way, and some people may say, "Oh, that's daddy issues," and to be honest with you, it
Mhm.
is daddy issues
Right.
because as a female, your first love is supposed to be your dad.
Right.
He's the one that shows you how a man is supposed to treat you,
Mhm.
what to look out for when it comes to these men out here. And when you don't have that, fortunately, I
Mm.
wasn't that type of girl. But some women, some girls go out and try to find that in other men, and they
Mm.
continuously picking up the wrong type of men. And
Right.
usually, from what I see, when it comes to a woman, she's going to pick that man. Her father either could be in her life or not in her life. She's going to
Right.
end up with her father. So that man could either be your father could be good to you and treat you like
Mhm.
the queen, the little princess that you are, or your father can be out your life and you're steady running
Mhm.
after him and other guys. You're going
Mm.
to go after your father. I'm sorry. That's what I see in my perspective, my
Mhm.
observation of things, and I could be wrong, but that's just how I look at things.
Mhm.
But I feel like because my father wasn't there, luckily I was mature enough, and at a young age I knew not to do that. I knew not to go after this boy and that boy and this boy and that boy trying to get
Mhm.
something that I didn't have. Luckily,
Mm.
the one positive male influence I had was an uncle of my friend, and because I seen that family structure from him and how to treat a woman,
Mhm.
women and kids on when we were walking in the street, women and kids on the inside, men on the outside.
And a lot of people don't know
People don't
that.
know that. Opening and closing the door for a woman. This is how the house should be ran, or this is what goes on. My mom couldn't do all that by herself, so luckily she allowed me to go and experience things with that family,
Mhm.
which helped me as a
Mhm.
woman growing up, and I
Yeah.
didn't fall into that trap.
Right. For me, I had both my parents. They weren't married, and I just remember us being super close. We did everything together. We always had dinner together. We always we did like that. That's all I remember. Always eating together, doing family things, doing family trips. Really, really close. Over the years, of course, that changed when the parents split. But as a kid, I did feel that love, that Keita was talking about, like from the dad and your father. But I've grown into, uh, and I guess into my 30s, it kind of like went backward. So it's kind of like I don't have that same thing that I had as a kid,
Right,
and it could be causing some issues with like dating and stuff like that, where I guess you're trying to fix this thing before you can get into the next
right.
thing. Yeah. So I remember that. But yeah, this is like one of those subjects, man, that I think a lot of people struggle with. Nobody really talks about it because it's tough to talk about, I guess.
That's
And it's what's the word I want to use? Difficult to talk about. Some people can get in their feelings and kind of bring back hard times.
but if you don't talk about it,
Yeah,
you're not going to heal yourself, and that's the thing.
yeah.
That is the one issue. Okay, this is why people, and like we go back to mental issues.
Mhm.
If you don't talk about your issue, it's going to keep getting at you. It's going to have control over you until you talk about it. Talking about it is
Mhm.
like, I'm freeing myself of this, and I accept the healing that I'm going to get, and I'm not going to let it control me anymore.
Mhm.
So that's with any issue. So if you got daddy issues, mommy issues, talk about
Yep.
it. Stop holding that mess in, because guess what? You're going to be blocking your blessing from whoever that God has for you, because
Mhm.
you so tensed up, bottled up, and you don't want to let anybody in.
Yeah. I know one thing. Like my mom, every chance she gets, love you, love you, mom. That's how I say it. Me and my bro, I love you, man. Love you too. Love you too, big sis.
Right.
Real tight. I think over the last, I think we really started that maybe about 10 to 12 years ago, always saying that whenever we get on the phone, because I live in Jersey, he lives in Georgia. So anytime we talk, I make sure that we say that. If I have to say it first, I know I'm going to get it back. That is just how we do.
Mm-hmm.
And to make sure that we're both good, we send each other selfies. You know, checking the deuces, a smile or something. That's what we do. That's how we stay connected and close.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my dad, not too much. I don't. He don't say it like that to me. I don't think I say it much either. So I guess it's something I got to work on because life is short.
That is true.
You know, I be trying to I be trying to get Keita to tell me, but that girl, gosh, it's like pulling strings. I think every time I go down to Georgia and she got to bring me to the airport, I think she be crying when I leave. She don't
Sorry,
tell me though.
no, I don't.
I think she do, cause she don't even do hugs. So
Ironclad.
she don't do hugs. She don't say I love you. I love you, Miss B. I love you, Reed. Whatever. She don't do that. I gotta be the one. I gotta get the hugs. She give you one of them hugs where she just pats your back. Not the full. She give you the side hug. You know that
That
one.
church hug. Yo, yeah, I and
Yeah.
that comes with like I said,
Childhood.
I'm I guess I because I when you're so used to being disappointed, you don't want to. I don't like showing emotion. I try to be
Well.
so stone, not stone faced, but like, and no, don't get me wrong. I care for people. I have love for people, and you'll see it. You'll know that I'm genuinely there for you. But when it comes to that love and that emotion and that affection, I'd be like, man. But my son, oh yeah,
I was just about to
he
say.
be like,
How often
he
do
be
you
like,
say? How often do you tell him?
girl. Every time you hear, love you, mom. Especially when he's trying to get, mom. I just wanted to come get a hug. Um, love you, love you too, Kumari. Okay.
No, but when do you say it first? Because he always
Oh, I tell him.
Every time I'm on the phone, he always come and say so.
I'll tell him. Then I have to be like, and then go to bed. Bye. See you later. But mom, then he'll come in my room. Mom, I just want to ask a question. What do you want? Never mind, cause you're just gonna say no anyway. Yeah, because you're supposed to be in bed right now and get out my face. But he gonna end up breaking it.
That is funny. What about you and your brother? Do y'all exchange
When I talk to
those
him,
I love?
when
Yeah.
I talk to him, because he's busy man.
Yeah. Shout out to your brother.
Keys. That's my little shoulder right there, like for real. Like
Yeah.
between him and Kamari, bruh, you
Right.
feel me? I'd be like, please try. I will anybody, please. I will roll up the VA so quick. Don't play.
Yeah, I think it changes like for people like in your case, you grew up without, having that type of what's the word?
Father figure.
Huh?
To my dad.
Yeah, having that closeness with your dad, with him telling you, he loves you and stuff. But when you have children of your own, it's like you kind of make up in your mind that I don't want to repeat this.
Right.
I want to break this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard when you don't have the experience in that area to kind of like break it, but you just take, necessary steps to try.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll applaud you on that one because it is hard. And, you know, I'll try and test you. I'll say, Lakita. And she'll say it bad, but, oh, okay. She do know how to say the word. Okay. Cool.
Shut up.
Yeah.
But
But it's hard. But like, what about the people, male and female, who are in abusive relationships, and they believe that the people who are beating on them actually do love them?
that's the low self-esteem.
Right.
Because for me, this just my opinion. I feel
Mhm.
like they feel like they can't get any better than what they're getting at that moment,
Mhm.
and they
Mhm.
need to settle what they're
Mhm.
in, or they're trying to save face for the family.
Mm.
That's not love.
Yeah.
That's not love. That you're trying to defend somebody who's insecure with themselves, and I'm talking about the person that's hitting on you. They're
Mhm.
insecure with themselves, and they don't like what they see in themselves, so they have to come back at you because, like, especially in a marriage, what is it? When what's the Bible verse? Because I don't know about hard.
Which one?
I mean, the man is what is it? Is it Ephesians?
Wait, which one?
Uh, the man is what they said. The wife is the image of his man. I mean, image of his man, image of his wife. Child, I told you I don't know. Look, these Bible verses probably got me gone. Look, I ain't on these Bible verses like that.
Oh,
But I think they do
you
it because
mean the
they're
man and female created in the image of God?
no, it's Ephesians.
Uh,
I do know it's in Ephesians.
well, I know love is in Corinthians. Love
Yeah, but
is
I just feel
kind.
like they
But yeah.
they mad with they upset with themselves. They're not liking themselves, and they're trying to create harm for you because they can't do it upon themselves. They ain't gonna hit them. They ain't gonna hit themselves.
They need to so they can wake up.
They gonna hit you because you're the closest thing to them. Like they say, they always hurt the closest thing to them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's serious. That is crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Touch a subject. People going through that, man. Don't ever feel like you have to stay. I know there's somebody out there trying to get out, but they feel like if they get out, nobody's ever going to love them again. No. The 415 is telling you you can get out and you will be loved by somebody and will be treated way better than what you're getting. Seek help, reach out to somebody you can trust. Pastor, best friend, aunt, godparent, whoever. Like, talk to somebody. Don't sit in that. Somebody trying to pack a bag right now, trying to sneak. It's serious, man. Mm-mm. That's not it. What about the guys who disrespect, or even women who disrespect men, calling them out their name? That's not love.
You know what? That's something I've never agreed with. I don't care. That's something I don't like. I don't like that. Men don't do it to women. Women don't do it to men. Because at the
Mhm.
end of the day, you don't know what this person may have going on in their mind, what they're dealing with.
Mhm.
And you just like, you
Mhm.
ain't nothing but a fuck boy.
Mhm.
You a B. You ain't you just you a broke ass and
Mhm.
they don't want to hear that.
Nope. Nope. If you want somebody to respect you, come on, you gotta respect them too. Speak life into people. You gotta, women. Oh, women sure not a hit below the belt, especially to a man. Like, just to go off of Kita's question that she posed on Instagram maybe a week or two ago, where she said, "Who's worse, a bitter woman or a hurt man?" Think about a man who has some dreams out there,
Mm-hmm.
and right, and he's struggling, kind of like the Love Is show. Love Is like, oh, this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, this is perfect. Oh, I love the segue. So, the struggling writer, he is in a relationship, and the girl doesn't believe in his dream. He finished the ending to his script and was so excited, and his girl came in and he was like, "Oh my gosh, we have to celebrate! I got tickets to go to some concert." And the girl was like, "These tickets ain't money. I need rent money. I don't care about your dream." Like, she shut him down.
Right.
So you know what that can do to a man, like not having somebody back them up, especially the one that you love, the one you're in a relationship with. That should be your number one cheerleader. And that goes the other way around too. Men need to cheer their women on as well. When you see she's out here trying to do what she needs to do, trying to, start her company, I don't know, whatever. Like, back her. Be her first customer, be her first client, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
look, you can't be out here disrespecting people and then demand respect from people. Like, that just don't work. I'm sorry.
And to me that goes with anybody.
Yeah.
That could be a friend, family member.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
disrespect that person's dream.
Yeah.
Like
Hey.
I don't and let me tell you, I could get real angry with people, real mad. I
Mhm.
could be so
Mhm.
disappointed in you to the point where I want to give up on you, but I won't.
Mhm.
Like I would never tell you, oh that book, your book you writing gonna be trash. Oh that
Mm.
song you got, oh that don't that's trash. Why you even doing that?
Hmm.
That business you want to start, ain't nobody gonna buy nothing from you. So why you doing it? I would never do that to anybody because, again, you never know how your words may how your words may affect somebody.
Mhm. It's so true.
Cause I'm
So,
always behind. I'm always have your back. I don't care. Like shoot, you can get a new job tomorrow. What I'm doing?
hmm. Hmm.
I'm celebrating like it's me.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. That is exact. Look, I'm about to read 1 Corinthians 13, chapter 13, verses 48. It says, "Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres.
Mm-hmm.
Love never fails. People do." Whew! People do is not in the Bible. That was like my add on. But
Mm-hmm.
again, love never fails. The people do. Based on how they treat one another. So remember, you got to show it. You got to show people that you care. You got to respect people. But I don't know. What else you got, Keita?
So since we're talking about love is, so Miss B, have you ever
Yeah.
had a situation where you feel like, dang, could this be the right one right here? Is this it right here?
It's been a long time for that. It's been a real long time since, woo, dating is serious. It is hard up north. I tell you that.
But even in your past experience, did
Mhm.
you ever feel like you ever had that moment when you like, dang, we stayed up to 3 o'clock in the morning having these conversations?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
them type of
You heard me?
moments.
You heard me? Oh
Oh, oh,
yeah.
oh, 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 yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was one. Um that was a good one. Too bad we don't talk no more. I
Right.
thought about calling the other day, but you know, I feel like you need to call me. But I remember that sit up, just talking, on the phone, meet up, just sit on the couch and just talk about everything. It's just like that's when like the best friend part kind of shapes because like the way I kind of go into relationships is I want to become friends first. I want to get to know you on that level. You always want to start with friendship. So yeah, I remember that. I remember what I had on that day
Yeah,
too.
you stupid.
Remember where we went. I
Oh
remember where we
man.
went. How about you? Mm-hmm.
Uh, man.
Got this
You know
big
how they
grin on
say
her face.
you know how they say in the call center, smiling dial. Can you hear me smiling right now? Can you hear me smiling? The teeth are
Uh-huh.
saying ding ding. Um, it's crazy because yes, I have had that experience before,
Mhm.
and just like you, I can remember like it was yesterday.
Mhm.
That energy, the
Yeah.
anticipation of of getting to know somebody that you think you already know.
Mm.
It's like you instantly want to be like, "Oh, you my best friend, and I love you at the same time." On the
Right.
first day, because you,
But like on a friend level, like love you like a friend.
no man, like I want some like I love you
Oh.
type, like
Oh.
like I want you to be my best friend, but I love you at the same time, and
Okay.
that's that scary feeling. Like I shouldn't be
Mhm.
feeling this way. Like
I think that's why guys be backing out. Oh, I can't wait till this panel so we
man,
can get to the bottom of this.
I just know that person really helped change a lot of my thought processes
Mhm.
as far as the way I think outside the box.
Mhm.
There's no judgment on how I think outside the box. They understand who I am.
Mhm.
It's like you're both out of this world and y'all belong to another galaxy somewhere. That's what that feels like. Like, yeah. If that person, like if this person was to come back today and be like, we need to go now. Where we going? It don't matter. Okay, I'm going. It don't matter. Long as you there, I'm there. That's that's how that's gonna be. But yeah, I had a love is moment. Whew.
Damn.
That's why I was looking at the
Woo.
show. I was like, dang. Whew.
Man, y'all need to watch that episode. It's only one episode so far. I think it comes on Tuesday nights at 9 or maybe 10 on OWN. But yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know if I was gonna like it, but I saw a tweet from I think he used to run. I think he used to play football. Cinereese Moss. He was just like, can Love Is be on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever? And I was like, well, let me go check it out off of that tweet. So I'm glad I checked it out because I saw the previews and I was like, I'll watch it, but I kind
That's
of,
how I was kind of thinking. Like this is gonna be another,
yeah,
whatever. And then
yeah,
when you sent me the clips, and I was like, oh, this is a true story. I was
right,
like, oh, well, let me. And it, I'm glad they did that because they let you know that love can happen at first sight.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
And that, oh my
it's true.
God, OMG, that line that he did at the end, he was like, if this was, I'm sorry, he said, if this was a year, or the next year, and you had to say goodbye today, what would you do?
How would you
How
say
would you say it? She was like, I won't. He was like, what did he say? Something about love, right?
it? He said, because I feel exactly the same way. So tell me what you would say.
Oh Lord Jesus, help me, God.
So they only been talking for like I don't know, let's say
Five
2 3
hours.
hours, yeah, at a restaurant or cafe, and they got in such deep conversation that they got so close in that little amount of time that they started having like super deep feelings to the point where they was like, "I love you."
But
That's
that's
crazy.
how it be, yo. That's when you get something
Yo.
like that, when you feel something like that, that's how you know. I'm not saying that every situation happens that way, but when you come in contact with somebody on the first time, the first day,
Mhm. Mhm.
and y'all instantly connect, it's like, damn,
Mhm.
I really need to pay attention to this because maybe and mind you, he was dealing with somebody else,
Mhm.
but
Who didn't want him
right,
until she found out he was dating somebody else. Now she want to be girl, bye. That's the
exactly.
problem. That's the problem. See, you get in these relationships, you don't support your man. Then when he finds somebody that actually wants to support and build him up, now you mad,
Mhm.
and now you want to be trying to chase him. No, it's too late. He
Mhm.
done found somebody that is, making him feel better about himself and his goals.
Mhm.
Bye. You should have did what you were supposed to do instead of being selfish. Anyway, that's a whole nother episode.
Right. But
But
yeah, check out Love
um,
Is, people. Mm.
yeah. But that's love. But I wanted to do something that we said we was gonna do. Let me pull up this information. So we want to do some shout outs. The 415 is playing in Sweden, Australia, the UK, Barbados, Canada, Korea, Mexico, Nigeria, and Poland.
Nigeria. Hey.
Yeah. I think we have
Yeah.
one more. Hold
Hey.
on. I think we have one more. Up, Curacao.
What?
Look at that. So somebody I know from Curacao. Okay. So we getting across the world, Matt.
We're going across the pond.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so happy about that.
Hello,
So,
mate.
thank you so much, guys, in all the different countries supporting us. We really, really appreciate it. For those three people in Canada, for the 594 in the US. Ooh, thank you. For the one in Poland, for the 10 in Sweden, for the 4 in UK, for the 9 in Australia. Yeah, we appreciate y'all. That one in Mexico, that one in Nigeria.
Hello,
That's real.
Nigeria.
Hmm.
We'll be there
And that
soon.
one in South Korea. I'm wondering if it's somebody I know because I was actually supposed to study, or not study, but teach English abroad. But when people tell you don't do stuff, it's really them telling them they're scared for you to go. I probably should have just did it, but things happen. I didn't go. I'm still here. But yeah, shout outs to our listeners. We love y'all. Thank you for the support. Keita, where can they find us
They
for
can
the newbies?
find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher. And you can also follow us at the 415 Pod on IG.
Instagram.
And if you would like to leave us a comment, concern, questions, or you just want to be like, hey girls, you can hit us up at the 415pod at gmail.com. We would love to hear from all you guys. And like we said, we do want to have this relationship conversation. And if you
Yes.
would like to be a part of that, you can either send us a DM or send us an email letting us know that you wouldn't mind being a part of our conversation for
Perfect.
that episode. So we would really like to get your insight on relationships.
Or even if you wanted to send us a question that you would like for us to ask on that panel, that would be dope too. Send them over. We'll start rolling that out soon. But thank y'all.
We really appreciate you.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Deuces.
Bye.